My name is Susan Miller, and I am an additional support for learning teacher from Stonehaven, Aberdeenshire. I'm going to talk about my experiences of undertaking a practitioner inquiry for professional recognition reaccreditation in dyslexia and inclusive practice. I was fortunate to be one of the teachers across Scotland accepted onto the national pilot run by Dyslexia Scotland, Education Scotland, and the GTCS to trial the 3 Open University modules. My intention is to outline my motivation for participation, the focus areas chosen by our group members, and the rationale behind my particular focus, any impact as a result of this practitioner inquiry, and my reflections on the experience. When applying for the pilot, we were asked to write a qualitative statement about our motivation for participation and how we would contribute to this national initiative. Reading back over my statement, I realised it covered what I could call the 5 C's: communication, commitment, contribution, confidence, and collaboration. Like the 5 roles of support for learning, all are interconnected and complementary, with none being carried out in isolation. Although for clarification I have paired them in the next few slides, their crossovers are evident. I'm going to start by illustrating my long-term commitment and contribution in the area of dyslexia. My initial interest in dyslexia was sparked many years ago when 2 of my nephews were identified as dyslexic, leading me to incorporating literacy and dyslexia into my chartered teacher and master's qualifications, and once I moved into the area of support for learning, my subsequent inclusive practice studies. With this background, I was given the opportunity to teach in the specific learning difficulty support service in the Turriff cluster in Aberdeenshire. And this led to my first application for professional recognition in 2014. This was actually preempted at a Dyslexia Scotland conference, where we were told only 1 or 2 practitioners in Scotland held this award and were encouraged to apply. And I thought, my pupils and I can do this. You may notice the wee Dyslexia and Us book cover beside the title. My pupils from the support service and I contributed to this publication 10 years ago, with current pupils still contributing and sharing through Dyslexia Voice, Twitter, and school-based initiatives. When I moved from the north to the south of Aberdeenshire in 2015, inconsistencies in practice became evident, corroborating the 2014 Making Sense Review's recommendations, such as more accessible, up-to-date practical advice and guidance about dyslexia, and improving the availability and use of reliable information on children and young people's needs, development and achievement. So I was really interested and keen to participate in and contribute to this national level opportunity alongside like-minded professionals. Communication and collaboration are threaded throughout my practice and experiences. From beside, but not from above, was a comment from a pupil regarding copying, and actually encompasses my wider pedagogical thinking. Indeed, any twilights in staff training incorporate this premise, and often include activities developed with the pupils who want to make them feel what we feel. Collaboration, communication, and understanding were elements I was keen to share within the national cohort and incorporate within any practitioner inquiry developments. After my initial 2014 Professional Recognition Award, I extended my drive to disseminate and train beyond my immediate schools and to promote inclusive practice in Scotland's needs-led system by becoming involved in Aberdeenshire's dyslexia working groups. In response to the government's Making Sense Review of 2014, Aberdeenshire Council's Educational Psychology Service and 2 QIOs set up 5 dyslexia working groups covering the points from this review, with professionals volunteering to participate. As we had a rigorous, holistic and collaborative application process for the specific learning difficulty support service, where pupils, parents and staff were all very much involved, I joined the monitoring, identification and support group. I felt this national platform and inquiry would provide the opportunity to share and extend our Aberdeenshire developments, as well as my own personal approaches. You can see the ongoing overlap of the 5 Cs. Confidence and collaboration also go hand in hand. When I first entered Support for Learning, I felt I had risen to a level of competency as a class teacher, but then, like a theme park ride which slowly carries you up and up, I was dropped from a great height in seconds. My safety net was the department in which I landed. I met and worked alongside amazing colleagues whose skills, mentoring, and collaborative approaches enabled me to increase my understanding and skills within Support for Learning and dyslexia in particular. They introduced me to close educational psychology dialogue and links and supported my growth in confidence. Increasing class teacher confidence in their own abilities was a key driver for both volunteering for Aberdeenshire dyslexia working groups and applying to be part of the Open University module and professional recognition pilot. I know how well class teachers understand and respond to their pupils and how their daily observations and assessment is for learning practices contribute to curriculum accessibility and success. I wanted to show them how much they can and do collaboratively contribute to the identification and support of dyslexia. When choosing a focus area, Ellen Doherty from the GTCS, who came to one of our Stirling Saturdays, asked us to think, why does this area matter to you? What are its key drivers? And she outlined how to make our applications focused,